Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hello, Courtney.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hello, friends.
Hi.
Welcome back. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
How are you, Court?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, I had a pretty good weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I cleaned.
I did too.
It sucked.
I cleaned too. It wasn't fun.
No, it wasn't. That's
No.
okay. That's all right.
You know, adulting.
We're
How
here-
fun is that?
We're here now. So we've got some fun things.
Hopefully.
I mean, I have fun things. I have no idea what you have.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
I see drinks.
Yeah, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Couple reminders. Still trying to get to 500. So help us get there. Subscribe. Click notifications so you get notified when you load a video. Tell your friends about it. We want to get to 500. So help us get there. You've helped us. But we need a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
Just a little more. Okay, I have a joke.
Why?
Don't say why like I'm always going to stop. Why?
You should stop.
I'm
That's all
not. I'm not
saying.
going to.
Okay.
Because of that, I'm going to keep going.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Courtney, do you know why you can't be a marsupial?
No, I do not.
You do not have the qualifications.
That's a stretch. No, why?
But do you get it?
No, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
I'm just, all I'm saying is it's a little bit of a stretch. It was like it was forced square peg, round hole.
You
That's
leave the
all I'm saying.
koalas out of this,
Oh my
okay?
The koalas are the innocent ones. I agree with that.
They have the qualifications. Okay, so I'm going to go first because of the drinks thing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is so fun. This is like so recent. Like
Okay, it is, and I'm scared of it, though. Because
we had discussed it.
We did. We discussed it last week because I had seen this article pop up about mixing Coke and red wine. Not like Coke for your nose, like Coca-Cola.
And
Coke.
I don't drink either one of those.
Correct.
Right.
So we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
So apparently it's called a calimocho. And conflicting information I've seen online.
So of course you're like, yes, we have to do it. We have to determine.
We have to try it.
Right.
And then, okay, the first article I saw, somebody said that it could be like a spin on sangria. I guess how it started, where it started in Spain, it was like a spin on sangria.
Red wine, I get it.
Sugar, sweetness, fun.
Yes.
The article that I have from Esquire.com does not agree. So the important thing to know with the biggest thing that they say with mixing the Coke and the red wine is that it needs to be a 1-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter how much of each you want. It just
Right.
needs to be equal portions of each.
I feel like we should be modest with the amounts that we drink.
Well, I've already had the red wine in the fridge for us all day.
Okay.
Because neither one of us are red wine drinkers, and if we drink it, it has to be cold, which I think is sacrilegious for red wine drinkers. Sorry, but whatever.
Deal with it.
We also have our spooky season cups. I want to try to hold it so it looks... Nah, it's not going to happen. But I already have ice in there, so it's just going to be cold no matter what.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So my article from Esquire says that it's a slow burn kind of drink.
What does that mean?
Doesn't sound good.
Okay.
Upon your first sip, you'll probably recoil at the taste. Okay, I'm not doing a good run here.
No.
Dustin said I'm 0 for
like
3,
you're-
so I think I'm 3 for 3 in the crappy department. Anyway.
Right. Well, yes.
Someone said it can be accurately described as cough syrup with Splenda.
Why are we drinking this?
Okay, I decided to do it before I found this article. Because I found another article that explained it as like, it could be like sangria. And then Esquire is like, ugh. Or if you go to 7-Eleven and you mix cherry Slurpee with Coke Slurpee, it's that as well. And I like a Slurpee, but I don't get Coke Slurpee, so I don't, okay. That's the important thing in this situation.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm hoping that like my other drinks after the first sip were like, oh, it's getting good. better.
Well, I mean, every drink that you've made, each sip is different.
Because your taste buds get burnt out of your mouth.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. So there's that. Okay, so the article also says that it originated in Spain in the 70s. Fine.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I don't know if the bar is set very high for everything else that was going on in the 70s as well. So, let's just see.
People could have been really high when they were drinking this and thought,
And they were thirsty.
And this was really good because
And they were like, we don't have sangria.
no, this is the best we can do.
We got this.
Sure do. We've got Coke and red wine. Let's make
So
it
I
happen.
also like didn't get like a Spanish red wine. I don't know anything about red wine. And now I'm just thinking about it. I got Josh, which is so anything but Spanish sounding. So
yeah.
Senor Hash will be our
Hash.
will be our wine for the day. And I also just grabbed a measuring cup because I'm like, shot glasses, like
I feel like you're and I appreciate the fact that you're trying to make it as good as it's going to be. Because there's 2 ingredients and it's half and half. So.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
This one, I actually feel bad because it doesn't sound like it's going to be good. The other 2, I had high hopes that I was going to make us a good drink, and they just did not come out good.
You tried.
You can say I'm 0 for 3 or I'm 3 for 3. So I'm going to go with 3 for 3.
Whatever makes your heart
Measuring
happy.
cup half full. You know what I mean?
That's right. Bum.
Okay. It also said that you have to put the red wine in first. I don't know if it becomes this weird, like, science experiment that if you do the Coke first, it starts exploding.
It's like a volcano.
I don't know. But it said to do the wine first.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm just going to pour, like, I don't know, like a half a cup in each of ours, then just hope for the best.
Okay, here.
Thank you. We'll just... I'm sorry, Courtney.
I'm sorry,
I'm
too.
sorry. We'll just... Oh, that's really red.
I mean, it's red wine.
It's so, like, purple looking, right?
Oh, wow.
It actually smells really good.
Okay.
You don't like it. Oh, that's a lot. How am I going to get Coke in there?
Keep going. This is great. Keep
This
going.
is not going to be equal parts now. That's a lot of red wine.
How are you going to fix it?
How do I backpedal now?
You can't.
That's a lot.
Go for it.
That's a lot.
You have to keep moving forward. You have to keep moving forward.
I underestimated things.
The glass got a lot smaller.
Oh, maybe I'll just do a quarter of a cup in mine.
What?
I don't know. How do I fix this?
You can't.
How do I fix this?
You can't just change it.
Like, what do I do?
Well, you're going to have to fill it up as much as you can
But
in
that's
that
not
one.
going to be half and half. It's going to taste even shittier than the shittiness is already going to taste.
Maybe it'll taste better. I need you to continue with what you're doing. You can't backpedal.
I have to.
Don't touch it.
That's not going to give you equal parts, and you're going to get mad at me, and you're going to splash it in my face, and I'm going to be all like science experimenty.
Keep going.
Okay, well, I'm going to do a quarter and see where that goes. Okay, that's far more reasonable. Can I
No, you can't.
Can I pour some of that?
Put it back in the bottle. Do it.
How? Can I try to pour that in here for a quarter cup and then just dump it in the sink over there?
I feel like you're overthinking this.
I'm not going to get Coke in there.
You can put some Coke in there. Just make it work. It's okay. It's not going to taste good anyways. Just put it in.
Stop yelling at me to put things in.
That's what she said.
Okay, that's...
Here. I'll take care of it.
Oh, no. Does it taste good? Oh, my God. Okay, but now I don't know how much that is. It didn't really, help me.
Oh, no, you're going to put a quarter of a cup. You're going to put a quarter of a cup in each now. They're equal.
Are you sure?
Sure.
You have to drink more. Okay.
Oh, my gosh. I can't fix my face.
Things have taken a turn today.
Okay, I'm trying to fix your mistake for you.
Things have taken a turn.
Oh, man, I'm taking one for the team on that one.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's great.
Things have taken a turn today, and we
Hosh and I do not get along.
Send your hash to you,
Send
okay?
your hash.
But a hash smells great.
Uh-huh. Take a swig. No, a larger swig. Oh, you like red wine. That's great. Oh.
You know what, though? Tastes better than the espresso martini and that turpentine. So, send your hash ain't too bad.
Oh.
I
So-
just feel like if I look at how much wine is in
It's
here,
burning. Because
half
it's
of the
supposed to
bottle
burn.
is still working its way through your system. Okay, cheers. Oh. I'm scared.
I'm...
I don't understand what I'm supposed to.
It's like watered down something. It's like...
It doesn't even taste like anything.
It tastes like cough syrup. But watered down.
Maybe our ice started melting and helped us. Okay, I don't think it's bad. Tastes better than Senor Hash. That sound is your body just rejecting everything.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. This is a train wreck. Oh, wow.
Here's the thing. Of my 3 for 3, I feel like this is the best one of the 3. And you know what? Our sinuses will be cleared.
Ugh.
We're not going to get sick for who knows how long now with all of this cough syrup we have in our system. It's diluted, but okay.
Mm.
You want to try?
Nope.
I don't think it's bad. It was subtle but great.
It's a lot. Now I'm all verklempt.
So I guess you're just not going to be drinking anymore
I don't...
of your
I don't know if I'm
Cali
gonna be able to talk.
Cali Mocho.
How does it even get that name? What does that mean?
You know, I don't know. I had to look up how to pronounce it because there's an X in it. And I don't know what the fuck that means. Why is there an X in it?
I don't know. But this is... I don't... Okay, I'm moving on. It's great. You did a great job. Okay.
I
know
don't
how-
think it's terrible.
I'm glad you like it.
I really don't think it's bad. I mean, it's not a drink I would order and be like, oh, I have to have one of those. But compared to like what I thought it was going to be.
Well, maybe if you chugged Hosh, Senor Hosh.
Senor Hash, you keep it to yourself, okay?
I chugged a lot,
Yeah.
and then I had that.
But so this should be good compared to that.
It's just a lot.
Well, I'm sorry for hurting
my
you
gosh.
physically and emotionally.
I don't know how I'm going to get through talking at this point.
Are you talking about cryptids? Is that what's
I
happening
am.
next?
I'm going to have to get through this. Oh, you've jacked up my whole system. Okay. So it's my turn.
I would say it's a strong start. I don't know about you, but
You did great.
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad you enjoy your drink. So are we 0-3? Are we 1-2 or 1-3?
I'm gonna still go with 3 for 3.
Okay.
Take it how you want, whether it's 3 for 3 all shit or 3 for 3. I mean, take it how you want, but
I will.
I'm gonna say 3 for 3
Okay, great.
because it's true.
It's true.
Doesn't mean they're good.
It's not great.
This is the best one of the 3. You think the turpentine's better?
I don't know. This is messing up. This is messing with me. I don't know.
I don't know if it's that or if it's the hash that's messing with you. Like, it's definitely the chugging of that.
That was bad.
Yeah. You really got into
That
it.
was, well, I was trying, because you were panicking. So I'm like, I have to help my friends. So I took one for the team and chugged Hosh. That's what I did. And I feel like maybe you're not thanking me enough as I should have been thanked.
She took one for the hash. Oh, boy. Let's hear about these cryptids. I'm excited. We already
Okay.
did Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. Now we're up to California, Colorado,
And
Connecticut.
I'm doing all the C's today. Good job. I'm going to need you to sing the whole song, though. Do you want to do it at the beginning or the end?
Well, I'll just sing up to Connecticut, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut.
Oh, look,
There's a little clap, but I can't.
But you can't because your hands are full.
But you know what? The way the song ends, it's perfect to end on Connecticut.
It's perfect.
It's a nice little transition.
Okay. So we have covered the Alabama white thing.
We sure did.
Alaska to Zurich. Arizona Mongolian monster.
There's
maybe.
no way Arizona it's Mongolian, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's the Mongolian rim.
Okay.
Okay.
Well.
So, and then Arkansas, the folk.
Not fook. Folk.
Doesn't matter. It's a monster. So now we're moving on to the California
Bigfoot. It's a Bigfoot.
Tahoe Tassie.
Oh, I didn't wear my Bigfoot shirt. I said I was going to. Fuck. I'm so bad at this.
So as I was saying,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about the California Tahoe Tassie. That's her stage name, by the way.
Her stage name. She sounds like a sassy Tassie. I'm
She is a
excited for
sassy
her.
Tassie.
Let's go.
The legend of Tahoe Tassie dates back to the mid-19th century as tales were told by members of the Washoe tribe. These days, Tahoe Tassie is known as anything from a black serpent-like creature to a friendly green reptile.
I was not expecting a reptile.
No.
This is fun already.
Which is weird because the pictures that I saw of Tahoe Tassie, not a green reptile.
Which
It's a serpent. It was a serpent
like a snake. Just a snake.
It looked like it had a long neck, and it was in the water, and it had fins.
And another dinosaur. Got it.
Correct.
Cool. Another Nessie. Great.
Correct. Sightings have been described as it was as big around as a telephone pole and maybe 30 to 60 feet in length. And another quote is what looked like a green kayak that had flipped and sank before or below the surface of the water. And there's another one, a very tall object with a long face and long neck reaching above the water, kind of like a big python with two humps behind it.
Okay. So a kayak is what, like 7 feet long?
Probably,
right?
yes.
Not 30 to 60 feet?
No.
Okay. These descriptions sound like they're from elementary school kids. But like maybe a telephone, but maybe 30 to 60 feet, maybe a kayak.
Maybe it was a baby.
Maybe a hump in the water. Like these are not
No.
accurate descriptions.
At all.
These are children.
Therefore, it's probably not real. So Tahoe Tassie is said to live in an underwater lair beneath cave rock located in Tahoe's east shore. With Lake Tahoe being 1,645 feet deep, the second deepest lake in the country, there's plenty of room for Tassie to hide, live, play, and creep without being seen.
She's just frolicking.
She's just creeping.
Like a dolphin, just woo!
Yeah, she kind of looks like Nessie under the water, the pictures that I've seen.
That's
with
a great
flippers.
time.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we don't know like Nessie doesn't have flippers. To be fair,
That's true.
We don't know that.
No,
we haven't asked her.
It just
girl
looks-
can do what she wants. But
She just frolics.
okay,
Yeah. So
Tahoe Tassie,
Tahoe Tassie. So that's that girl.
classic sassy Tassie. You know, she just frolicking around.
Sure is.
I like to picture her just like giving zero fucks, right?
Absolutely.
She gets her own like.
And she likes to creep. She likes to like figure things out and
Yes.
just like snoop on people.
Yes.
Get up in their shit without them knowing.
I just like picture she's like chilling with like a little martini, but instead of an there's like a little fish in there.
Oh, yes.
And she's just floating around, just
Yeah,
being a
sunglasses.
sassy tassy bitch. And then she's like, oh shit, people are coming and they go into the rocks. You
Right.
know? Like she just wants to live her life. No big deal.
I think so.
Good for you, girl.
Good for you. So now we're on to Colorado.
Sure, of course.
It's the Colorado Slide Rock Balter.
What?
This one, and I'm going to have to show you some pictures.
Oh, please do.
Yep, we're going to show you now, but I'm going to have to show you in a minute. I
Uh-huh.
have to pull it up. But it's ridiculous. Actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you now.
I'm excited.
Because
it's called a what again? A slide rock, what?
Slide Rock Balter.
Slide rock bolter.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know
Okay.
what the fuck that is.
So, no.
What's a bolter?
A bolter. So, it's this thing right here. Oh, shit. It's this right here. This is a huge mountain, and then this is big thing with a big face, and it hooks
I was like, what am I looking at?
It hooks on its tail hooks on the back of the...
So Mr. Bolter is the entire size of a mountain?
Correct.
Is he like supposed to be like pretending to be a cave so people like walk in and he's like nom nom? Is that what happens?
He's like going to come down. There's the town like below, so you can see like it. He flies.
Oh,
on the
he
mountain.
slides down and just chomps up the town.
Yeah, wait till you hear the description. Wait for this.
You know what, Colorado? Who
I don't know.
You, okay,
what
happened?
I just don't know how people could even believe any of this stuff.
I didn't know what I was looking at with the picture of the mountain thing.
It's hard
because it's hard to like imagine it. Like, oh, that's the scale what they think it is.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You'll okay.
I can't wait.
So the slide rock bolter is a bizarre creature recounted by the lumberjacks of North America during the 19th and early 20th centuries. It is believed to live in the mountains of Colorado, but only the mountains where the slope is at an angle greater than 45 degrees.
Oh my God, Bolter's a picky bitch.
How?
Come on.
How does it know? What if
just
it's
pick a mountain?
Is it 43? Is it 46?
This is why no one likes you, Bolter. Like, you're a picky bitch. Pick a fucking mountain.
It has an immense head, small eyes, and a large mouth.
Not that just being judgy.
It's real toothy as well. Its tail ends in a fluke like a dolphin with enormous grab hooks. So it can hold on. Okay, wait.
This one's making me mad.
Wait a minute. This fearsome animal uses the grab hooks on on its divided tail to latch onto the crest of a mountain or ridge. It will remain motionless for days at a time, watching the gullet below for tourists or any other hapless creatures. Once it spots its prey, it will lift its tail to release its hold from the crest. As gravity sends it barreling downhill,
Yum, yum, yum.
it drools grease from the corners of its mouth to increase the speed of its huge body. Wait
What
for
in
it.
its body is producing grease? What is Bolter made of?
I don't know. It looks like I don't know what it looks like. It's like a head with like a body with a tail hooking on the crest of a mountain.
Grease activated. Woo! Down the hill.
Really out of his mouth. I can't.
Ugh, I hate him.
The bolter scoops its victims into its mouth as it slides down. The accumulated speed will carry the bolter up to the next slope, where it once again grasps the ridge with its tail and weight.
I did have that question of how he gets back up that greasy mountain that he just
He just
created.
kind of goes between the two mountain crests.
So he needs to make sure that he is at a mountain that is close enough to another mountain peak that he can just go woo like a roller coaster.
Yes, because
and
if
just,
not,
hook back up. But like also do a 180 flip too. So he's like going down, and as I back up, he's got to like whip his body to like turn around and then hook onto the top of the next mountain.
Correct.
Okay,
yes.
cool. No, I'm in. I buy it.
So what happens when it doesn't do that and it like ends like in the valley of these two mountains?
And is he like wiping out an entire town too? Because it feels like
He
if there's
looks
like a
pretty big.
town in this valley, then it's like chomp chomp the entire town and buildings.
Right.
Which one sounds like potential splinters in your mouth. Two, it also sounds like there's probably like debris or people stuck between your chompy teeth.
Absolutely.
And now you gotta like hook back up. That sounds exhausting.
It
because
does.
the last thing I want to do after eating an entire town is like go back up a town, 180 flip and hook myself back off of a mountain. No. I'm not buying it now, Bolter. Sorry, I'm out.
So I'm guessing that you don't believe in this myth right now.
This is the one that's made me angry so far.
Okay.
Mr. Bolter needs to just take a time out.
Well, I'm so sorry you're angry, but this is what Colorado believes.
Colorado,
but it's only in this
what has
certain
happened?
section, and it has to be a 45-degree mountain.
I kind of want to go
So
to
what
this
happens
section.
with erosion? So does he have to find a new mountain
Or
when
like
erosion
snow?
happens and it's not 45 degrees
What
anymore?
happens if he's just motionless and it snows a fuck ton and he just gets all covered in snow? That's extra
true.
weight on his body too. He's got to figure out how to grease up and slide down.
That's true. Maybe he just makes an endless amount of grease in his mouth.
He's like, my grease glands are frozen. How do I thaw them?
My grease glands. That's disgusting.
I hate when the grease glands get frozen.
Okay, we're moving on.
Please.
So next we're going to talk about Connecticut.
Connecticut, I love it.
It's the Connecticut melon heads.
Oh, Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut. I have feelings about this one, but we'll get into it.
Melon heads. It's not even cool sounding or scary. It's a melon head.
No.
It sounds like a name you make
And
up for
it's-
someone who has a big head. I don't even like it.
Well, okay. I feel like at the end of this, they're actual people. But anyways, we'll get to it. Melon heads are apparently a Fairfield County phenomenon, usually found in Bridgeport, Stanford, or the Fairfield area. They are described as small and frail, with long, spindly appendages. They have crooked, gnarly teeth, and most notably have bald, bulbous heads that are out of proportion with their bodies.
It sounds like if you push them over, they're going to break into a bunch of pieces. So
Kinda.
they're not intimidating by any means.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm a lanky bitch, but careful, I'm fragile. Like emotionally and physically. Come on, Melon head.
It's very mean that they're calling. Anyways,
They're just being bullies in Connecticut,
So
it sounds like.
they avoid people like the plague.
Well, they're fragile.
Well, they're fragile, and they're probably made fun of, if I had to guess. They allegedly live in the area of Velvet Street in Trumbull, and the street is also known as Dracula Drive by locals.
Hold on a second. Hold up. Time out. This is the only cryptid we've had that lives on a specific street. This is a family that lives in this town, and Connecticut are they making fun of this one family of large head family. They're making fun of them. There's this elusive cryptid in Connecticut, but he lives on 123 Velvet Street in Stamford, Connecticut. But it's definitely an elusive monster, not a family.
I just feel like this is possibly some inbreeding is happening or something like that. And that's causing like this weird stuff happening. I don't know. That's just my thought.
Or they just have large heads. I don't know.
It's possible.
Maybe they just got big melon heads.
They can't help it.
They can't help it. Genetics. I don't know what to say. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how it works.
There are numerous accounts of local people driving down the street, which is apparently pretty creepy and ends in a dirt road, and encountering mysterious large-headed people that scare the bejesus out of them.
Leave the melon heads alone.
I know, right? It doesn't seem like the melon heads are dangerous in any way.
Yeah, there's a family who live there.
There are no stories of people being attacked or maimed. They are simply creatures that live in the edge of society, and therefore most are afraid of them if they do exist. So apparently, there's a family that lives out in the woods, out of town, and the people make fun of them.
It's just this family lives off the beaten path, and these people have like this legend for decades, like made fun of this family, and now they're afraid to show their melon-headed faces.
It's horrible.
Leave them alone.
Rude.
Connecticut. You're better than that.
I guess that's a lore technically, but
it just sounds like they're making fun of a family.
It's mean. It's mean.
You know what they say at Halloween? Don't go to Velvet Street. Like it's a specific road.
No.
Come on.
So anyways, those are my 3 cryptids. I don't think the third one's a cryptid, but it's on the list.
Here's the thing. Whatever website you're on, the first few are very strong.
I just want to say that this website's from Dustin, so...
Did you create the website? Okay, well, this website then, and I'm not blaming either one of you. This is the website's fault, right? And maybe possibly Connecticut's fault. But this is the website and Connecticut's fault.
Just this one town in Connecticut.
When we start off with the white thing in Alabama, and now we're ending with this poor family in Connecticut, can we stop for a second? Pick up the pace website.
Here's the problem. There is a ton of websites that have these cryptids in there's like a wiki cryptid site, and I was just all of these are on there.
Are the melon heads on there?
Yes, melon heads. It's rude.
It's very rude.
Anyway,
leave the melons alone.
So those are my 3.
You did a great job, Courtney.
What are we doing next week?
Delaware and Florida? Oh, Florida's next.
So you did
that in 3?
You did that in your head, and I'm going to need you to do it out loud.
I sang it in my head.
I know you did, because we paused. I saw it happening.
Here's where we're going. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida. And it's, you doing 3?
Maybe.
Okay, then it's Georgia.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So Delaware, Florida for sure, and then maybe Georgia.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, look at that.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun to do Florida next week, too.
It sure will. I'll see what I can find.
Okay, so I'm kind of in a similar lane with you with my story this week.
Okay.
Mine is about a cryptid as well, or whatever, but it's about like the OG and the best one out there. So let's stop fucking around for a sec, okay? Mine's about no other than my home-sized Bigfoot himself. Okay?
Oh, of course. Of course.
So according to the DailyDigest.com, there is a Washington woman who claims to have been in an intimate relationship with Bigfoot. Courtney, when I tell you that when I read this article and openly laughed while reading it, oh, we're going to have a good time. I'm very excited about this. Okay. It's not very long, so we'll just kind of sit
we're
through
going to debrief. Go ahead.
It's really great, okay? So there's this woman, Nancy.
Oh, Nancy.
Classic Nancy.
Hey, girl.
Of Belfair, Washington. She's a former marijuana farmer.
Of course she is.
Which may also be part of
the problem.
The illusion of what happened. Okay.
She just needs a snack.
She claims that she was in an intimate relationship with none other than Squatch himself.
Oh, Squatch. So we're on terms like that?
That's what she calls him, I guess. Okay. I guess so. Squatch. It's so squatchy, whatever. So this was back in 2008.
Okay.
So, I mean, I feel like now her memory's got to be spot on if this happened in 2008. Okay. This is her quote. Okay. This is Nancy's quote. Bigfoot was standing there eating the buds of my plants. At first, I wanted to run because he was very scary.
Of course.
But I thought he might eat all my marijuana plants, and that's how I make a living. I pointed my shotgun at him.
Oh.
And he put his hands in the air, scared.
Wait a minute.
So let's just unpack that for a second.
Wait a minute.
Bigfoot's like what?
No.
What?
No, because he doesn't know that thing. Well, he might know that.
I think Nancy was high, and I think some stoner is out there smoking her shit.
Absolutely.
And he's like, because she's pointing a gun at him.
He was a big guy, so
big
maybe
guy,
he like
big hairy bitch.
He had long hair.
I mean,
but did he have clothes on? Is the question.
Oh, we get in detail.
Oh dear God. Okay.
But then something happened that was that would change Nancy's life forever.
Oh, jeez.
Another Nancy quote, okay? This is Nancy speaking.
Not you.
Not Stephanie, Nancy.
Got it.
That's when I looked down and noticed he had a huge erection between his legs. Bigfoot did.
I'm sorry.
Nancy is staring at Bigfoot's junk and notices a boner, okay? I hadn't gotten any in a while, and well, from there, it somehow turned steamy.
What turned steamy?
I don't know if he started or I did. Again, this is Nancy talking. He did me from behind, and I've got to admit, it felt kind of great.
Stop. Nancy.
That's what Nancy looks like, by the way.
Oh, my God. Nancy's going to get high.
Nancy's stoned.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, unpack some more. Let's unpack more.
Okay. I don't even know where to start.
So it's definitely a man that she saw in her field, right? Like
was
definitely some horny stoned man.
So did this man, because it's not the Sasquatch. It's okay. So he was. So he had taken his pants off, is what he had done.
Or maybe he was so fucked up on drugs he was just like naked.
He was just walking around with a huge erection.
Here's how I picture it going, right? There's this man who's just stoned or on whatever. And he's in a field, and he's like, "Oh, cool, some bud, great, man." And then he's like, "But, like, you know, like, yeah, but like, I mean,
do you want some of it?"
I mean,
and she's like,
He's like, "I mean, a little, like," and she's like, "I mean, okay."
I mean, I haven't had any in a while. I might as well, you know.
Which also, I think we can unpack that too. So Nancy's saying she hadn't had any in a while, which is no judgment to Nancy. If she had no judgment to Nancy. But I love that immediately she's like, well, a dick's a dick. No matter if it's on it, like
it could be on a Squatch. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It could have been a fucking black bear or brown bear. And she's like, well, a dick's a dick. Come on over.
Oh my gosh.
Nancy.
Keep your legs together, Nancy.
She's so
wow.
She's like,
her standards are very low. Poor Nancy.
She's like, I got him. Okay.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
It's not just the physical side of love that Bigfoot is so adept at.
What?
He's also an old school romantic, Nancy claims.
Stop.
So we want to believe
Wait a minute.
that this alleged mysterious cryptid creature
that
who
lives
we're
out in the
saying
woods
is humanoid but not a human, right? He also understands human romantic relationships like courting or
Did he
like
bring her flowers? Did he bring her a bouquet of weed?
Okay, Courtney, you are 100% right. This is, but it gets better too. This is another Nancy quote, okay? Nancy quote. He is so sweet and caring. He brings me flowers and mushrooms.
Oh.
He's like,
He walks up with a heart on every
That's
single
what's
time.
happening. He holds me while we stargaze. The only downside is he doesn't speak English. That's the only downside. Only, according to Nancy,
It's not that-
only
it's
is
not that
the language barrier.
It's not that he's an elusive cryptid that everybody is trying to talk about. No, she's his lover. No, stop.
Only.
Nancy, she is not being romantic. Stop.
He's horny.
He's horny.
And you are putting out without him having it. He brings you a handful of mushrooms
Right.
from the woods that you definitely can't eat. You can't saute that shit up. That is going to hurt you.
Yes.
And he's like,
Oh.
that's how he communicates. And she's like, okay.
I can't. Nancy.
Nancy's standards have dropped with Bigfoot.
Shit.
So she said, I have taught him how to say my name, but it's kind of garbled.
Say my name.
And he pronounces it Nunse.
Nunse.
And she says, bless him. Bless his heart.
What is wrong with her? She should be in an insane asylum. She needs something.
Hold on, it gets worse.
Oh my, how?
It gets worse. The couple plan as if they've communicated, right? I love that I mean it like the couple are planning, and they're a couple now. The couple plan as if they've communicated somehow.
Right.
On testing science to the maximum by trying for a baby in the near future.
She is out of her fucking mind.
I have another quote from Nancy.
Oh my, Nancy, just stop talking.
Nancy says, once I am pregnant, Bigfoot, or John as I call him.
She just makes up a name and just gives it to him?
And also, John, nothing gets anybody named John, but like nothing like elusive or mysterious. Like this man doesn't speak English, and she couldn't call him something like Hush or something. She calls him John. Okay. Well, John and her are going to settle down and live a quiet, domesticated life in her house, in Nancy's house.
Well, of course, because he doesn't have one, because
He lives in the woods and collects
lives in
mushrooms
the woods.
and walks around with a giant erection, hoping somebody like Nancy will be like, okay, like Bigfoot's playing the long game and he's doing great.
He's doing really good.
I mean, good for him. Nancy also says, he loves living in the forest, but I'm sick of the long distance relationship.
Stop.
I have to commute for 3 hours to be with my man.
Wait a minute.
It's getting old and gas is expensive.
Wait a minute.
Which I will say to Nancy, I was in Seattle, gas is pricey.
I have a
Seattle,
question.
So I'll give her that. That's all she's going to get from me, though.
I have a question.
Yes,
because
I
at the
will.
beginning of the story, didn't he walk up to her with a large erection?
I guess her marijuana field is 3 hours from where she lives, which doesn't seem like smart business at all to me.
Wait a minute,
And
okay.
I'm not a farmer, but I'm just thinking, like, that seems like a lot of
That's
risk.
a lot.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't watch your field all
So
the time.
her field is not at her house. It's 3 hours away.
That's what it sounds like, which doesn't sound safe or smart to me, but I don't know what Nancy does.
That's not good money sense there.
Here's the thing. Nancy's living situation in relationship to her farm is the least of her questionable actions in this article.
Not wrong.
Okay?
Not wrong. Okay.
So what about the future?
Oh, jeez.
While the couple have
Can he get married? Because he has no social security card. Apparently. It's not just
I
some
also
random
think
man
it's
with a hard
probably
erection.
illegal to marry an animal anyway.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
Yeah, well, will the couple ever leave Washington State to see if the wider world will accept them in their bizarre love?
No.
Nancy says, no, probably not.
Nancy's high out of her fucking mind is what's happening right now.
Nancy continues to say, this is a Nancy quote.
Oh, Nancy.
Government
She keeps talking.
She doesn't stop. And this is
God.
part of her downfall besides
Yeah.
the whole banging Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Government scientists will just take him and dissect him or turn him into a soldier to fight ISIS or something.
I'm sorry, what?
You know how the government is. This is Nancy.
Nancy.
Nancy's convinced that if
So she's a
we as a
conspiracy
country have ever found Bigfoot, we'd be like, you know what we gotta do with him? Make him a
gotta-
soldier.
he's
Make
gotta-
that bitch a soldier.
Give him a gun.
Give him a gun. Give him an assault rifle and a helmet. Send him overseas.
He doesn't need a uniform. No clothes required. There is a hard erection, so you might have to tape that thing up to make sure it doesn't get in the
Put
way.
a gun on that boner. He will shoot from 2 different angles. High and low shots. Take this Terminator, because we got Bigfoot with a raging boner with a gun taped to it.
I can't.
Watch out.
What is
And
happening?
Nancy's like, not my squashy.
My squashy.
That's exploiting him. Hold on. Nancy has another quote. And then I'm almost done.
Nancy.
But now that marijuana is legal in Washington state, this is Nancy's quote, I don't have an income, which I don't see how that's possible because there's still companies that you can sell. Anyway.
Well, because she's not a very good businesswoman. She drives 3 hours to get to her farm.
She's prioritized love over business is what it sounds like. So capitalizing on my boyfriend's fame is the only plan I have to make money, which now this article is making a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
I might start by selling my story to a TV movie for the Hallmark Channel.
Hallmark. Do you think Hallmark's going to take your shit?
Hallmark's like, tell us more about the erection.
Hallmark's like, I'm sorry, Nancy. We can't do boners. And we
This
can't.
is a family channel, and unless you plan on it being snowing and him putting a Santa hat on, we really can't market this,
That's
okay?
right. We don't show any
really
naked.
lean into the holiday themes
He
on
has to
Hallmark
wear
Channel.
clothes.
Put a Santa hat on that boner. Maybe we can have a different story, okay? A bizarre story for cryptozoology's interspecial love or intense mental illness. Either way, we wish Nancy/Nuncy
Nuncy.
all the best luck in her future.
Wow.
They have no footage of Nancy and John together.
Of course not.
She claims that he is shy.
Is he?
Is he? I mean, he came up to her with a boner and they just banged right there in the front
That doesn't
yard.
seem very shy to me.
No.
Nope. He put it all out there, literally. That's all I got about Nuncy.
Nuncy. This bitch, she's nuts.
If you can say nun, you can't say nan. Like, I don't get that. That's what I'm having a problem with Bigfoot, okay?
Yeah.
Here's the thing here. I don't blame Bigfoot once in this story.
Linguistically, it's easier to have an A than a U. I would think so.
But here, I still find Bigfoot to be the victim in this story. Another story of Bigfoot just being exploited for his kind and romantic nature.
I mean, who knew, really?
I mean, I
Poor
assumed,
Bigfoot.
but I had no evidence until Nuncy.
Well,
so.
Nuncy has set the record straight. She has had a relationship with him. His name is John, by the way.
Oh, sorry, John. Yes.
We should call him by his new name.
Uh-huh.
Not Squatch.
No,
Or
not
Squatchy.
Nope, John.
John. Mm-hmm. John.
That was wild. Wild.
That was a lot.
So what? Nuncy and John have been in a relationship. We assume they're still in a relationship. Was that 15 years?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if she's...
Is there an update?
No, I'll have to look. That's all I saw. I wonder if they've had success procreating. I have no idea. Maybe she's got a really hairy baby. I don't
Maybe
know.
she does. I'm not judging.
Little
Hopefully that
John,
baby-
little John Jr.
Little John
Little
Jr. doesn't have
Johnny
a
out
boner.
there.
Oh my God.
Well, that's all I got for today.
Well, that's a pretty big one. It's pretty big. Although I do have a pretty good story.
I'm so ready.
Yeah. Mine is an article that I found.
Okay.
Do you want to hear the title of it?
More than anything.
Woman rescued from an outhouse toilet after climbing in to retrieve her Apple Watch. Michigan police say. She climbed in a toilet.
So is this like an outhouse, like an old school one with like wood, and it's got like the bin in it, and you just kind of poop into a bin, and it's like a wood stinky container, like you dig a hole. So my first question, you said this is in Michigan?
This is in Michigan, yes.
Why does Michigan still have outhouses? Unless this is that, what's that island, like northern tip of Michigan where it's like it snows all the time and people don't really live there? I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's there.
I have no idea.
I don't think there's really anybody that drives up there.
I don't know. I don't have answers. And this is not a very long article, so this is not going to take too long, but we can talk about
My
it.
immediate concern is why is there even an outhouse? But I
don't think that should be the concern at this
That's my
point.
immediate question.
Some people, like when they had the Alaska.
Because people are stupid, right? Unless they're like that snow fishing thingy that I know nothing about, outdoorsy cold stuff.
But if you're like living in
Ice
Alaska and you have no
fishing?
plumbing or anything, then you have that. Now, I don't know, in Michigan, I feel like you would have indoor plumbing, but I don't.
Here's the problem I have with that theory, Courtney.
Yes.
She has no plumbing, but she has an Apple Watch. I don't like that combination.
So she has to have cell service in some form or fashion, right?
Something.
Jeez.
Okay. But nothing to like plug her phone into and or her watch. Okay.
She just doesn't have plumbing. She's got electricity.
Let's hear what this bee got to say.
So in Bagley Township, Michigan, a woman was rescued from an outhouse toilet in northern Michigan after she climbed in to retrieve her Apple Watch and became trapped.
I would love to know how her body got stuck in there. Oh my God.
She probably fell in.
She's like,
Yes, that's what I'm imagining. So the woman whose name was not released because, well, she was embarrassed.
It's probably Nuncy is who it is.
Fuck, it is Nuncy. God damn, Nuncy. She lowered herself into the toilet after dropping her watch at the Department of Natural Resources boat launch in Dixie Lake in Badgley Township. First responders were called when the woman was heard yelling for help. The toilet was removed and a strap was used to haul the woman out.
How big is this toilet?
And
I
also,
don't know.
does the door on the outhouse not work either? That she has to somehow like shimmy herself into an outhouse? You can't just open a door?
What do you mean?
Like, don't you just walk into it? How is she going to climb into it?
She climbed in the toilet hole.
I thought she was trying to get into the outhouse and then got stuck in there.
No.
So she's already in the outhouse.
She dropped her watch down the toilet and then she climbed in the toilet.
Okay. I thought she was trying to like get into the Okay. So she's already in the outhouse.
She's in a lake of poo.
Somehow the watch falls and into it. And she's in the poop part.
Calling for help. Help! I'm poopy.
Okay. She opened her mouth. Is open in there with the poop and the pee.
Is she having to like wade around among all the floaters that are in there?
Hold on. The visual has gotten so much worse.
That's what I'm saying.
So her little feet are like, ah! And she's just like
she's waiting. She's like, help! I need help.
Fully in it.
Like her entire body?
Yes!
How big is this?
That's what I said.
There's a hole. There's a hole. She's waiting in the water.
Oh my God.
See?
I would not release my name either if I was Nuncy. My God.
So anyways.
Sorry, continue.
No, that's
all
I got. No,
That's it?
That's it.
Inconclusive?
Inconclusive. She didn't want to share her name.
So they had to strap around her feet and like pull her out covered in poop and they like just dipped her in the lake to be like just water torture to clean her off?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, she must have smelled awful.
Can you imagine?
Did she get her watch?
Probably not. And you know what?
I mean, after all that, you don't get it.
Even if she got her watch, it's going to be waterlogged. It's not going to work.
It's not worth it at that point then.
No.
Like, why would you even go get it if it's not going to...
She was high. She went
Maybe
to
Bigfoot broke up with her and she's like, I had enough.
I know.
I'm ending everything.
And then she dropped her into the water and then she jumped in. Oh, shit.
It was a gift from John.
And she
it might have been.
out of anger, she threw it in there, then was like, no, it's from John. I have to keep it. And then
she dove in.
My contacts are on there.
It's sentimental. And she's like, oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah.
That's atrocious.
She's dumb.
That makes me so...
Are you okay? Drink some more of your lovely drink. Maybe that will help you. No? Oh, okay.
Okay, well...
That was fun.
Today was interesting,
This was
wasn't
a
it?
very interesting episode.
Shit got wild fast.
It started with your drink.
So I guess it wasn't the best start then. Because maybe I need to find more milder drinks because that kind of sets a tone, I guess.
I feel like I need a little bit more recognition than what I got because I drank the wine out of the cup.
Oh my God. What a victim you are for drinking wine. I can't.
Did you taste that?
I did. Did you not see me?
I did.
Everybody can rewind and see it. I drank it too. And I'm still drinking it.
I know. Good for you. She loves it.
I don't dislike it. It's not great, but I don't dislike it. I think my taste buds are fucked from the turpentine.
I'm pretty sure from like 2 weeks ago.
Well,
that was fun.
Thanks for sticking with us.
What a shit show.
Remember, 500. We want to get to 500. Help us. Help us, please.
Please.
Subscribe. Tell your friends. And then we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Bye.